Hello and welcome to Table for Five with no reservations. Take a seat at the table for a fresh, sweet, salty, tart, and pleasantly bitter conversation.
Thank you for taking a seat at the table. Tonight we're going to be talking about Who's That Girl? Take a couple minutes to get to know us. Seated tonight, I have Jen Dunn from Vancouver, British Columbia.
Hello.
Kim McIsaac from Boston, Massachusetts.
Hey.
Rachel Flanagan from St. Paul, Minnesota.
Hey.
Jamie Ramos from Denver, Colorado.
Hello.
And myself from Phoenix, Arizona. Thanks for joining us tonight. We're going to get down to it, ladies. So we thought we would start out tonight with a little quick introduction of who we are. Thank you for listening to our first series. If you've gotten to that, if not, go back and check it out. We're going to tell you a little bit about who we are tonight. Rachel Flanagan, do you want to start us out?
Yeah, I am Rachel Flanagan. My husband is Billy, and we are the lucky parents of Celie. She believes that she's a freshwater mermaid. I believe she's Magic and Hellcat rolled into one. We are Flanaville. We've got another page and we've got this thing, but right now I'm table of five in and I'm loving it.
Kim.
Hi, I'm Kim. I am married to my husband, Neil, who I've been with since I've been 16. We have 4 children. Age range is from 16 to 27. My daughter, Alyssa, is on the autism spectrum. She has severe nonverbal autism. We have a page, Autism Adventures with Alyssa, that follows her journey into adulthood. And we're from Massachusetts, and that's me in a nutshell.
Jamie Ramos?
Hi, I'm Jamie Ramos. I am from Denver, Colorado. My husband's name is Isaac, and we have 2 kids, Jesse and Amelie. Jesse is 6 and Amelie's 2. I have a page where I write mostly about my son's autism journey. It's called Jamie Ramos Writes. Yeah, that's basically me.
The lovely Jen Dunn.
Hello, my name is Jen Dunn. I have an 11-year-old daughter named Kaya, who is on the autism spectrum. I do not have a husband, but I am taking applications. And we live in Vancouver, British Columbia. And I blog about her on Facebook at Keeping Up with Kaya.
Please forward any interested applications to tableof5podcast@gmail.com.
And the ladies will screen you.
You must include a picture.
And a review of the podcast.
It's probably the way you found this.
Was it through Apple or Spotify? We'd like to know. And I am Tabitha Cabrera. I live in Phoenix, Arizona with my husband, Nick. We've been together 18 years. Sounds accurate. Ish. We have 2 children, our son Nixon, who's 4.5, and our daughter Nora B, who is 2. And both of my children are autistic, and just living the dream here in sunny state of Arizona. I write about our journey on Piece of Autism on Facebook and Instagram, and pieceofautism.com. You can check us out there. And we're going to start off tonight with some who questions, get to know us, a little bit of fun, find out some facts about who we are. So, who is the most likely here to have coffee delivered?
Rachel Flanagan.
Delivered or not? Rachel Flanagan.
Rachel Flanagan. Who is the most likely to rap?
Tabitha.
Tabitha.
Who's going to eat the cheese off the top of a pizza?
Jen.
Who would fall asleep and go missing, potentially?
Kim McIsaac.
Who loves cereal the most in this group?
Jamie.
Love cereal.
Who always wanted braids in their hair? Kim McIsaac.
Kim.
Who's the most likely to cry?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jamie. Toss up on
I
that
love
one.
to cry.
Depends on the day of the week.
That's true.
Who showers 20 times a day?
Jen Dunn.
Miss OCD.
Who is likely to make a catchphrase into an awesome t-shirt?
Rachel Flanagan.
And who's the most likely to give a disclaimer before she speaks?
That would be Tabitha.
Tabitha.
Just
we're
advice.
Yes, just advice. So we are going to talk about a couple things, some open-ended questions, getting to know us. What would you be likely to say if you opened a present you didn't like?
I give the old smile with the, oh, where did you get this?
Same.
I just say thank you. I love it.
I usually say thank you, and then I try to say why they would get that for me. I'm like, oh, I love this show, so you thought you should buy me a whole plate set of it.
I'm actually very terrible at faking it too. You can like see in my face.
I'm bad either way. You can't tell if I genuinely like it or don't. You probably think I always don't like it.
So
My
awkward.
go-to is usually, oh, this is so nice. Thank you. Moving on.
Actually, I think Tabitha said that to me before.
I did not say that to you before.
Incredible.
I did not. Oh, that's so great. Who in this group has the most tattoos?
Tabitha?
I was gonna say Tabitha.
Potentially.
I have 0.
Well, I have none, so I'm out.
0 here too.
Oh my gosh, 3 with 0. I have 2 on my back to not
A
be
little
seen.
tramp stamp.
Wait, are we gonna let that go or what? Are we gonna answer any more follow-ups? I'm just
No
wondering.
follow up on that. And yes, I got one 3 days after I turned 18. So you can
Tramp
guess it's in the tramp stamps area. And then the second one is a matching one I have with my sister. Hers is on her wrist and it's music notes that make a heart.
That's really
So
Oh, that's sweet.
if I ever go missing, anyone listening to this podcast, you can describe my my tattoos so they can find me. Have you ever had a nickname?
I have
Well,
a lot.
I've had some I can't speak of, but my family called me Jenny Penny when I was younger.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, Jenny
Mm.
Penny.
That might
Oh.
make a resurgence with a t-shirt.
I would love that.
I
t-shirt.
have a lot. One of my sisters calls me JJ. A lot of people call me James. Jaime, because my name is spelled Jaime, which in like for usually Mexican, I think some Spanish people too, it's a male name. So I always joke that like my husband and my mom have made me into a Mexican male because I get all this mail like in Spanish to a man because my name is Jaime Ramos.
Kim, do you have any
Well,
nicknames?
Obviously, Kim. My father used to call me Kimby Ann. Kimmy.
Oh.
I mean, nothing really. My brother-in-law calls me Slim.
Oh.
My husband doesn't call me any name. Like, he doesn't refer to me with a name. So I don't-
He doesn't refer to you ever.
yeah, like,
Did
yeah. If he says my name, it's really weird. I'm like, why'd you just say my name? It like sounds weird.
My siblings, when I was a kid, which is so terrible, used to call me Tabitha because I have quite the rear going on in this avenue, even as a small child. Very mean.
That's like
But-
my goals. I don't know what your problem is, Tabitha.
yeah, terrible. I'm putting that in the world. No one ever called me that. Taba, Tabs. One of my brothers calls me Babs. The variety of shortening my
That's
name.
cute.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I'm a Rach, a Rachy, a Ray. You know the thing. My
Rachel.
mom, Rachel. Yep, I've been
Rachel.
Rachel a couple of times. I am in BC.
Rachel.
I was Martha when I was little. My mom used to call me Martha, and nobody knew why.
Oh, really? Still? No one knows?
Yeah,
Oh.
I really should have asked her. Yep.
I don't know. You are pretty crafty, so perhaps
Well,
that was
I
what
don't-
it was.
I don't know if she and Snoop were friends yet. I don't know if Martha was a thing. It was 83.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. What are your pet peeves? Let's start down this long list of terribleness. Who
Mine is
wants-
like the suggestive, like my husband and I have a weird schedule because of Seely's sleep schedule. And so he's like winding down around 9 p.m. like Cinderella. Go to bed, get those hours in before he punches in.
Get that beauty sleep.
Get that beauty sleep, babe. So he goes to sleep and around like 9:30, 10 o'clock. And at 8:30 or so every single night, as we're spending time together, he'll look at me, shift his whole body language and go, so is there anything you want to do tonight? What exactly? Like, no, we've got 26 minutes of together left. We don't start a project right now.
Oh my gosh.
That's
This is my biggest pet peeve is like when someone's like an expert at something, someone's like a plumber or I don't know, they're really good at something and then look at you like you're an idiot for not knowing that. And I'm like like your drain is clogged or I'm not trying to put down plumbers. This is just what's popping in my head. And they're like, didn't you know not to do this? I'm like, no, but this is what employs you. So just fix it. Don't talk to me like I'm an idiot because you're an expert. I didn't go to that school. I didn't go to plumbing school. I don't know what you want me to do. It's my biggest pet peeve. And I will just give it right back to you. I'm like, no, I'm sorry, sir. I do not know how to do that.
I actually
can't-
invented a razor cap and 5 months of hair down this thing and then didn't think about it and called you and wanted to give you $250. Thank you.
Yeah.
I can't stand lies and fake people. I mean, I'm sure I have more, but I can't think of any at this
Is
moment.
that beyond a pet peeve? I don't know.
That's
These
like-
are like
yeah.
babies. These are babies.
That's overreaching. Like,
I
check-
hate a-holes, actually.
yeah, I don't like people who lie straight to my face. I don't think that qualifies as a pet peeve. Oh, that's funny. Loud chewers, especially people that eat apples
Loud
so
chew-
loud next to my face. So
Next to your
annoying.
face.
That's how it sounds. It sounds
Apples
like it's
doing
is
that?
so deep. Yeah, it's like the crunch in.
so
and then-
loud. Celery, cucumbers, all of those things are so loud. Why do you chew so loud?
I do realize that Minnesota's got some high numbers in the podcast place. Thank you, familia in Minnesota. But I will tell you that I was adopted by a family of open mouth chewers, and I am a migraine sufferer with lots of audio triggers.
Me too. Audio
I-
trigger.
Could break some people. Like,
Yes.
could you quit it, please?
I
Yeah,
have so many
I
of
don't
those.
like the metal on the teeth either. Like, oh,
Hate that. Or
Yeah.
if there's two sounds playing at once. Thank
Oh,
you,
I don't like
autism.
that either.
I'll never get away from that in my life. If you have a iPad going, or my husband will listen to podcasts upstairs, and then the TV will be going, I
have a good one. It's grown-ups whining. Like, I used to work in restaurants as like a manager, and then I would work on film sets, and like if someone would whine to me, I'd be like, do not whine, you are a grown adult. My kids whining also annoys me. I don't have a lot of patience for it, but like adults, I'm like, come on,
Yeah.
don't whine.
Yeah. Yes. If you could travel any place, where would you go? This is fantasy, so put whatever budget you want on it.
I hate
think
traveling. I'd go nowhere.
I'd go to Hawaii.
Hawaii.
Jen, you really would go nowhere?
You
No, I
would
hate
travel?
traveling. I traveled so much for work in my past life that the last thing I ever want to do is pack a suitcase and go anywhere. No, I'm a homebody. I love to be at home.
Oh, that's
I'm going
surprising.
to
Actually,
Hawaii.
that's really surprising.
I would go
Hawaii.
to Ireland. I always want to go to Ireland. There's a lot of places. I want to travel a lot.
Me too.
I really want to go to Ireland first.
I mean, I used to want to go to Australia, but I don't think I could be on a plane for that long.
Yeah. I did it to
been
the
to
UK
Australia.
and my butt hurt so bad by the time we got there.
What about you, Rachel? Where would you go?
Listen, I would take a fast pass anywhere. I really would go anywhere. I'm the kind of person, I've not been to Europe. I love history, so I know that I would adore that. My mom was 100% Norwegian, so we had lots of Norwegian traditions. I'm now a Flanagan, so I'd go to Ireland. There's many places that I would go, but I have always said that the United States is just full of cool things to see
Yeah.
and
Me too.
people to love, and
I'd love to see the Grand Canyon too. That's one of the places.
Oh,
And then I can visit Tabitha.
yeah, come on over. I would suggest the winter months. It's about to get hot over here. So, yeah, I'm with you, Rachel. I pretty much would travel. I love to travel. I'd love to see lots of places I haven't, especially after this last year. I'm like, damn it, wasted so much time. I mean, I travel a lot within the United States, and I love national parks, like going to see nature and that kind of thing. Like, I've always wanted to see like some islands or something like that, where it's like just you can sit on a beach and just look at
Mhm.
beauty surrounding you without having to do anything else.
Yes.
People just serve you a drink / food. You put on a bathing suit. That's it. The whole works.
yeah.
Let's see what else we got here. What do you guys do on your commute if you have to drive somewhere? What's your
To me, it's like 4 minutes, so I don't really do much. I listen to the radio.
I daydream about my Dunkin' Donuts order.
Yeah, I listen to the radio, hit dunks, and go to work, and it's like 5 minutes.
I talk to you guys.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
I'm
I do.
Rachel, what's your choice on commutes?
When my last job, I was at work at like 5:30 in the morning. And so I had like a playlist to get ready. Little MJ, all the good stuff.
Mhm.
Sound music loud, bun warmers on, getting motivated, getting ready for work. And then opposite on the way back, like, all right, I have just hung up. I've just punched out. I'm ready to mom. Let's do the thing. And you hope you're not getting to work like all the way into town on Raffi and didn't notice anything but that.
What about you, Jamie, when you commute?
So I always have children in the car. So right now they are obsessed with taking turns picking songs. So for my son Jesse, right now it's always the theme song to Daniel Tiger. And then my daughter, she'll go between like Tangled, Aladdin. She loves Elena of Avalon. There's this one song called The Gift of Night. So I just hear some random princess song and then Daniel Tiger, and then some random princess song, and then Daniel Tiger, and then some random princess song, and sometimes I make it be mommy's turn.
I was
And I
gonna say,
turn
why
on-
doesn't mommy get to pick?
I do sometimes, but I'm just like, oh my gosh, I go insane. But I love them.
Yeah.
And that way they don't fight because they
Yeah.
think it's so fun.
Yeah. My commute generally depends on my mood. So sometimes it's music. A lot of the time it's music. What'd you
Sometimes you need us on the way to work.
Yes, and sometimes podcasts or something interesting like that. And on the rare occasion, silence if it's been too much. And sometimes it's just because I forget to turn something on. And then like halfway through my drive, I'm like, why is it so quiet in here? I forgot to turn something on. Like your brain is so clouded at that point of the day that you're just like, oh, I guess I just really needed to sit in silence in this car. It's changed a lot over time. It always used to be music when I was younger. And now it's kind of, and of course you have to filter things when the kids are in the car, depending on what you're choosing for that day. Change those playlists. If you could be on a game show, what game show would you choose? This one's
I
kind
want
of
to
hard.
do that Ellen one right now.
Game of Games.
Girl,
Jesse
I
loves that
feel
show.
like you could strap me up to some Velcro thing and just let me get the lead out, and I would do great.
Yeah.
Some brute strength, some comedy, some flailing around.
I used
I
to
want to
always
be on
want to.
Family. Oh, sorry.
That's what I was gonna say. I always wanted to go on Family Feud.
Me too. With Steve Harvey, though, I want
Yeah.
to be on there. I don't know
Why
if he's
can't we
hosting
just do
anymore,
it together as a podcast group? They got to have that as a theme.
Oh, that'd be good.
We would win that show. I don't know what qualifies as a game show. Amazing Race. I've always wanted to be on the Amazing Race, but I don't know
I
if that
love
qualifies as a
Amazing
game
Race.
show, really.
I think
Or-
it's a reality show.
Okay.
but it's a game.
I like
Yeah.
Wipeout.
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 Oh, yeah.
Yes. Nixon loves that show. He laughs
I
so
love
hard.
it.
Jesse too.
Anyone falling and crashing into things is a big hit in this house. If you had enough money and you never had to work again, what would you do with yourself?
Nothing.
Imagine this life where you never had to worry about money ever again.
I would travel a lot. I want to travel, but I would also, as a parent of an autistic child, I would build like a giant autism center that has like neurologists and psychiatrists and BCBAs and everything all in one location. So parents could go find help and get information because
I
such
would
a
go
pain
on
in the
lots
butt.
of vacations, and then I would also open up an autism school for adults that had learning and education and therapies and recreation.
Preach. And its
Yeah.
own bus company.
Yeah, and its own bus company. And I would make my children work there, so they're not getting my money for free. Rachel already has the building picked out for me, so
What would you do, Rachel?
I would, well, I've got this small business idea that I would give to everybody. There's two special needs moms that are nocturnal, running little coffee huts like in Montana and all over in the West. Got a business plan for that. Holler at your girl, I'll give it to you. You just supply me with espresso when I'm in town. And then there's this idea of the granny nannies. So I'd get that
Oh,
up
yes.
and going. That's like old ladies that are also nocturnal. You see a theme coming. Where's my need?
Things at night.
Yes. And they would have RVs, and they either take the kid out to the driveway in the RV and play in a safe environment all night long, like bake cookies, do Play-Doh, do the damn thing. Keep her out of here and keep her safe and entertained. So that would allow us to sleep in here. Or flip it and reverse it, Missy Elliott style, and the
Yeah.
parents get the RV in the driveway, and the grannies have the whole house with the kid. It'd be amazing, remarkable. I would summer in Montana, and I would travel throughout the winter, and I would just like bring my girls on tour. What?
Yeah.
I would definitely get a private jet.
Hello. What about a chopper?
They're kind of loud.
Yeah.
That's too much.
Or a cocker, as my son calls it.
Hello. Yes, if I had all the money in the world, you're right. I probably would get a good cocker.
maybe a yacht. Just sail around.
Yeah.
Jen, what would you do with your money?
Stay home.
Stay home.
Stay home, yeah. I have no
Oh, my-
desire to travel, none whatsoever. Stay
What
Can I
would you
home.
eat though, Jen?
For you, because it would have a steam room, it would have a soaker
Yeah.
bath, it would
Yeah,
have
I'd
a
have a chef.
fire,
I'd
it
have a
would
chef.
have
Yeah, I'd be home.
good
Daily
ventilation
cleaning.
A very safe
system.
area for Kaya. places, things for her to do. And just like all of you, I'd love to have a center, that kind of stuff. But no, I have no desire to travel. None.
We would get calls from Jen every day being like, what are you guys eating? And then she would yell
Yeah,
at her
what are you
chef to
eating?
make that.
Yeah.
Pretty
much.
What are you eating?
Am I puffy?
Ugh.
I would
My
invest deep puffing mirrors.
Yes. Our favorite thing to do as lawyers is imagine what we should have done instead of go to law school. That's just like a constant conversation around attorneys for some reason. I don't know why. So I've thought about this a lot, actually. But I'm with you. A 501c3 is probably like I don't know, maybe it's a fantasy land, but I just couldn't imagine myself not working. I think for me, it would make me probably depressed if not. I mean, that's a stupid thing to say if you had all the money in the world. But you know what I mean? Like goal driven, doing something 501c3 for sure would be my avenue. Put some resources out into the world that people can't get for
What
sure.
is it?
Nonprofit of some
Oh.
kind. Yeah, nonprofit. There's so many.
That's nerd term, actually. That's nerd term for
Nerd term for a
I'm
nonprofit.
like, wait. I'm like, what is she saying? Why is she saying all these
Sorry,
numbers?
sorry.
You got to dumb it down.
I'm
for
sorry.
adults would be a 501.
I'm sorry. Those are the
I wasn't
forms you have
catching
to
all the
fill out.
numbers. I was like, what is she,
What is-
Sounds right.
for our audience? Just I want to clarify that. Just
Oh, yes,
for our audience.
for our listeners.
So in the future, we will all be opening a nonprofit together. Just hold your horses for that. It's
Watch for
coming.
And apparently we're gonna have to travel to Canada because Jen's not gonna be going anywhere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
our nonprofit's going to be housed in Canada.
Yeah. Well, I'd
What's-
come to you guys. I just
Okay.
wouldn't keep moving.
I'm nomad.
I'm saying.
What's your drink of choice?
Mine's espresso on ice. Yeah. Oh.
We
That's
all
it?
know what Kimmy's is.
Dunkin' Donuts.
I was
Or
going to say Diet Coke.
Extra cream.
Yeah. Well,
Blender.
it's ice. Yep, my French vanilla swirl iced coffee or Diet Coke or water sometimes when I'm trying to be good.
I was gonna say water. I'm not a coffee person. I'm not a soda person. I like water.
Kim, I'm just going to backtrack a bit. I would never put water on your drink list.
Only when I'm dieting.
Keeping it real, Tabs. Keeping it real.
How many ounces of water
We
did
don't
you
believe
drink
water's on that list.
I think I had like 24 ounces today.
24 ounces of water.
Yeah, that's pretty good for me.
Okay. Jen, what's your drink of choice?
Well, right now it is water, but I wouldn't say that's of choice.
I know.
Black coffee. I love black coffee. I just drink it all day, all night. Love it.
Mm,
I don't drink
Yum.
pop. I don't drink juice.
mine for sure is a chai tea latte.
With dirty.
Coconut milk dirty for sure.
Yeah.
Hands down. Deliciousness. Right
Dirty.
there. It's so good. Okay, so what is your favorite thing about this group? Us together, coming together, making this podcast, meeting as friends. I could go on and on.
We don't know what's your favorite thing. actually.
Late night calls.
Yeah.
Supporting each other through tears.
Cool.
Laughing till we cry or cry.
Or cry. Yeah.
Or we cry.
And scream.
Yes.
And cry and screaming and laugh and cry. Yeah.
Tricks for our children.
I have to say my favorite thing is about you guys is that we're just so genuine and so real with one another as an expectation. And that means that we can argue about medications for our kids or scream at each other's husbands and love them the next day. We can say that kid's a hole and it's all right. And I just am so grateful. I'm just so grateful because I can share the great. We recently, not to get a little weird, but we have just been through 19 days of hospitalizing my kid. And I think we brought her home and it's not great. And you guys are the only ones I can muster to talk real details about it too, because it's not met with questions, but just concern and understanding. And I feel like if I disclose the fact that I accidentally found 2 tampons in, you guys would bring the same concern and love to the situation. Yeah.
Oh, I love us.
Thanks.
Yes.
Not a billboard or a t-shirt coming, by the way.
You could have your own individual t-shirt line. I would buy them all. I'm not kidding. I love them. Kim, what do you think about this group of ladies?
I think I like that we're all so different, but yet the same, in that we can always bring each other up. You know, we can always make each other laugh, and we can laugh in spite of everything. We can laugh at each other, laugh together, cry together.
I just want to let you know, if
Snort.
you had a little water for that post-nasal drip, it would.
Yeah, and I like that I can call somebody one of yous, all of yous, two of yous, it doesn't matter. When something's going on, I don't typically do stuff like that. I don't typically talk about stuff like that with other people outside my family. So it's a little different for me, but it's nice at the same time.
I love Kimmy saying abuse.
Me too.
Abuse. I know. I feel like we're honorary McIsaacs now too.
I love that. Abuse. There's a t-shirt for Kim.
Yeah.
Jamie, what do you think about this group of ladies?
Like Kim was saying, I love how like we probably would have never met or been friends for any other reason. We're all connected because our kids are artistic. And there's just little things like, since we have like this dynamic of 5 people, we all have like little ways we relate to each other, like one-on-one. And then some ways I don't relate at all with other things, but someone else does. And so like makes this never boring, fun dynamic. And I love that we're always there for each other. I love that we understand aspects of each other's life that no one else understands. So yeah, I love us.
I love us.
Jen, what do you think?
Everything the same. Like Kim said, we're all so different, and we're all so different. And yet we've formed this bond of this incredible friendship. Like Kim and Jamie and everyone else said, you can call it any time. We truly show everyone grace. All of us grace. We lift each other. We've all been in dark places together. I think she said artistic.
So Kim McIsaac just texted our group while we're recording and said, I'm pretty sure Jamie said artistic.
Autistic. I'm very tired.
We're always very tired.
Just
I'll
say
edit it in. You'll just hear me
edit
go,
it.
autistic. I'll actually just use that right there.
Yeah, all of it. You know, we all came together and
We survived making a logo for this podcast, which was our hardest trial as a
By
group.
the skin of our teeth.
And coming up with a name. It was a podcast that almost didn't happen.
I'm going to finish this out with, I am so incredibly grateful for you ladies. I can't imagine doing this life with these challenges without your understanding. And it has just been amazing that we've become friends. And I love every one of you. I'm just going to say that. I really
Love
do.
you too.
Oh, yes.
love you too.
Thank you for joining us for the first episode of the series. Catch us next time for episode 2.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us at the table for episode 1 of our second series, The Mixtape of Us. Make sure to join us for episode 2, Head and the Heart. What are your struggles between the head and the heart? To join in on the conversation and learn more about us, make sure to check out our Facebook page, facebook.com/Table for 5 podcast. See you really soon.